Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to the Star Ladder I-League Star Series Season 3. We're going to be taking a look at game number 2 now. It's Vega Squadron facing off against Liquid. Last time we saw a little bit of an upset. Not entirely convinced that it was going to go that way, but Liquid feeling comfortable in their choices. Trent, how are you feeling? What do you think about game number 1, and what do you think about the draft so far?
I'm terrified.
Okay.
Gave it away again. Slide our decks here. What are you doing, Liquid? So clearly they have a plan. Didn't work out too well in the last game, but they're already heavy into a minus armor strategy of their own with a Dazzle Shadow Fiend, and also a fantastic combination in general where you just want to grave SF as he's going for the Requiem. But Vega already have 2 stuns. So in terms of not being able to allow that to happen, still looking okay for Vega. Like the vacuum you can hit from so far away if you haven't already used it during the engagement. And then, of course, bashes and crushes can often be the bane of a Shadow Fiend's existence as he's trying to get off that massive ultimate here.
Yeah. And it's also worth noting that Darkseer even further away now, that level 10 talent, 100 cast range. I feel like that thing is so good on this hero. For being able to just get that extra little bit of distance, even early on, which is something that you're definitely going to need. So cool stuff all around. Very excited about the prospect of seeing another Slardar Darkseer lane. They have the Dazzle to help shore up the safe lane, but that kind of was the case last time as well. Do they need to commit a full tri-lane there? And also, are we going to see a Clockwork from Team Liquid?
Ah, but of course, yes. We always have to bring up the Clockwork. Oh, no, we're not. No!
All right.
Oh, you got the snipes. But yeah, it's a classic. So, a little sad there, but... full tri-lane, is that the answer? Well, there definitely needs to be someone survival. You want Jug, but he's banned out. He's the #1 hero that you want to go for up against Darkseer Slardar, I'd say, for the most part. Even he runs into some trouble in some ways, but at least he has the healing ward, and he's generally survivable, can really turn around a quick fight.
You know, I'm thinking about it too, and like almost to the point of like a Timber or something. But Templeman's played that hero before. They could go back for Lone Druid's already been banned also. Yeah, I don't know. There's not a ton of super survivable safe laners right now. It feels like, and with this amount of aggression, maybe you just bulk it up by picking a big old support. And I don't know if that's the answer either. Do you like that pick?
Yeah. If you block slide out Darkseer, if they dive too deep and they get fissured, they can be heavily punished. So probably just gonna look for a core that can capitalize on top of that. I'm not sure.
10 secones remaining.
They could even try something kind of crazy like a Naga or something. They did Wraith King back in Dream League, which is kind of a neat one in terms of like heavy pressure and stuff like that. But you'd probably just get run overs, slide out Darkseer. But they ran it with the same idea of this. I think it was Dazzle Earthshaker. It was Lion Earthshaker, that's what it was, but I don't know. I'm intrigued. I will leave it at that. I mean, once the Earthshaker comes out, just the questions are flying already, and now I'm just wondering what Mind Control is going to do, because now Mind Control won't have a partner, which is kind of already known, I guess, because you have the Slider already on Vega, so you're unlikely to get something like an Enchantress or anything else these days. It tends to just be Slider or maybe Undying dual off lanes, but Shaker Dazzle, not gonna be the guys doing that, so it should be some sort of a tri-lane with maybe Shaker hanging around mid a couple times to alleviate some of that pressure. So who can partner up with Dazzle and have an A-OK time? Vega Squadron get the Shadow Demon and 3 fantastic heroes. Just out there draft.
Well, Vega Squadron are going to have to contend with the Bat Rider in some form or fashion. Already with the Slardar and Shadow Demon, they don't have any supports that can really deal with it well. Legion Commander is obviously like one of the big picks that you think about there, but playing into position 3...
Well, it's funny you mentioned that. I was actually just wondering if they might Legion Commander on Liquid.
Oh.
It would be a little weird, but it would be kind of decent for what they have going. But we'll see. Maybe they won't. They do now have to contend with illusions coming from the side of Vega Squadron. So we tend to look towards like an OD or something with a Shaffing's already there. Man, Liquid have just... If they're just trying to see, like, all right, let's play against 7.0x patch. This is it.
God, like, you get Shadow Demon Luna in the second phase?
Hero?
How do you get Shadow Demon Luna in the second phase? What?
Who's our god tier mid right now? Oh, Ember. Yeah, that actually would have been it. That would have been the perfect draft.
Maybe go Necro. Necro mid. That'll be the last one. That doesn't seem like a G hero. Probably Quap would be a decent one, though, here.
Yeah, she's pretty 7.0. God, if they actually got Ember, I would lose my mind if Liquid won this. They would just... That would be a statement if you can go up against that and take a victory.
Jeez. It's worth noting that this sort of also looks like the Shadow Fiend of old, where he's got 2 defensive supports-ish to help him out, like Earthshaker rotating in if somebody dives too deep and just fissuring him off. That can be a kind of a scary time to go in for Vega Squadron. They don't have their Earth Spirit to help get them out at that point either. So.
Well.
You know, could they go Batrider Earthshaker together? Is that so terrible? Like running up there and trying to find a kill? Okay.
I don't think. I mean, they could make like a rotation and try and get something done, perhaps, but I can't see. What do I know? I don't know. Earthshaker. No one's really picking this hero right now, so we see him here and again, and it will be the Quap 7.0 lineup. This is fantastic. If it wasn't Ember, it had to be Quap. This is just the best.
Oh man. That is a dirty, dirty lineup, and they're going to take the Necro. All right. Sure.
It's a trial by fire draft, dude. This is crazy. Liquid are insane. They're wild. All right, like this is madness.
Yeah.
What a crazy lineup. I mean, I like Liquid's draft in general. Like, if I just look at this, like, you know, I got my hand over my screen right now, and I'm blocking the top 5 heroes. I'm looking at Liquid's draft. I'm like, oh, yeah, I've seen a lot of Necro. That hero's been looking good. We got our defensive sports Dazzle. And then I move my hand, and I see Vega's lineup, and I go, oh, my God. That is a sea of perplexing purple. It is going to completely mess you up.
I'm really concerned right now, too, about that safe lane. Because, I mean, it's one thing about, you know, Darkseer and Slardar being cut off by a fissure when they dive, but in the intermediate time, like, Earthshaker is not a good lane support. He can't go and harass by any means against Slardar or Darkseer, and like Dazzle can to some extent, but I am really concerned about that lane. I feel like they can apply so much pressure, even if it's just slow chip damage over time. I don't know. Trempax, who are you favoring going into this one?
Well, I'm favoring. I have to favor Vega's draft after game 1. Right now, someone just said Necro's not even in CM, you idiot.
Oh, that's great.
Idiot now.
Yeah, chat knows what's up.
I
Don't
never
worry.
have chat open, but that was pretty great. So shout out to you guys. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
Absolutely.
And we're ready to go.
I love it. Well, G, in the meantime,
gotta embrace it, dude.
I know, it's a great little moment. Kuro there going to be able to go for the quick smoke and movement in towards the jungle, trying to lay down some observer wards. We're going to see the same thing from Seneko, and he's actually going to run into Miracle here, so they aren't going to get any wards down.
Too.
Yeah,
that is rough. Yeah, I didn't realize he had the double.
Huh. A little bit sketchy start from Vega there. GH could have gotten a fissure off maybe, but he's probably a little bit too far away. What do you think about this opening, though? Like, the boots clarity tells me he's not going to want to sit in that bottom lane very much.
Now I'm kind of wondering, like, like, what was the play there with Seneko? What was he attempting to gain from putting that ward up? He's trying to block off these camps from Batrider. Maybe, like, was he trying to make it look like they were blocking off the camps from Batrider to say that they were going to tri-lane top? Because no one's been seeing all these 2 wards, and if they're going to dodge this aggro tri-lane, it's working out fantastically.
Yeah.
Because they have full vision in here, but they won't have anything down bottom. And now they're just rotating everyone. So I think Liquid were trying to set up for a Darkseer versus Necro lane. And that will not be what they get. So GH probably going to... Well, I guess he can't buy TP because he used all his cash.
Oh, man. Well, and now Vega, they are going to end up getting 3 bounty runes as well. They might have been able to find a kill there onto Matumba Man had the Shadow Demon been walking out in front, but instead, you know, blocking out those camps like you said, and very odd start to this laning stage. GH is just going to be running around mid and trying to help out to the best of his abilities, but it's not as great against the Queen of Pain as some of the other heroes. We'll have to see which skill she picks up early on, but we'll pick herself up some stuff off the courier. Just try and last hit a little bit.
Plus some solid bullying.
Oh.
Force at the salve early.
God, a G specialty. All right, Matumba Man going for the Ghost Shroud. Now, here is one downside to this, is that you do still have a decent amount of magical damage that can come out from this team. You think about that Lucent Beam a little bit later on. So We'll have to watch how this lane goes, but already a little bit tough.
I can't get over this draft, dude. I'm just looking at it, just like losing my mind. But yeah, I think Vega, they got the draft I'm sure they wanted. They got the lanes they wanted. Mind Control is getting a ton up top here, though, and this is one thing that he would have had some trouble with. So they had moved GH up top here, just contesting Meg quite a bit here. Seems Mind Control and GH are best buds. You know, they're always up together in these lanes, making sure the Mind Control gets himself off to a pretty good start. Well, and had they actually tried lane top, it'd be pretty poor.
Oh, blocked off fully, Mag. They're not going to be able to get any type of body blocks, obviously. But meanwhile, the catch down here in the bottom lane, looking for Kuro. They aren't going to be able to quite catch him. Not level 2 yet for Snako for that sprint. But very scary start to this game for Queen of Pain. She's going to be forced back and go to the Shrine. Shadow Fiend already 10-4 compared to the 5-2 for the Quap. So we'll have to see how this lane develops, but already looking pretty good for Miracle.
Yeah, G's got the second point in the dagger now, though, and with GH not babysitting the entire time, things should start to look a little bit better for G. Bottom lane's what I assume will be start to be the more interesting one. Is seeing that just get disruption off. Kuro, and no grave or anything.
Oh!
The creeps! Betrayed!
The range creep just wanted to help. It just wanted to be a pal, but couldn't end up doing it, so they find first blood. Matumba Man?
Go around it in time.
Matumba Man taking a good bit of damage there. Let's be careful.
Yeah, that Ghost Round cooldown's pretty long, too. It doesn't even scale up that well. And not that you really get too many points to do it early anyway, so plenty of time to re-abuse them.
Miracle, Vega, double fairy fire action. Oh, Dazzle comes in for the save. Diving for him. They want to be able to get that kill. As soon as Dazzle leaves, they rotate in. Snako, though, oh, he tried to TP away from the tower. Oh, he still had vision. Not what he wanted to see at all. How did they still have vision there?
I don't know. That was rough.
Is that a Necro thing?
Oh yeah, there might have been like a Death Pulse still going towards him near the last one or something like that.
Yeah.
That would be my best guess. Oh, and G comes back just with full mana and, well, kills Miracle.
I was pontificating about Dota 2 mechanics. They found a kill. So 2-3 so far. Very, very aggressive play by both squads. Well, at this early point in the laning phase, is there anybody that you feel like is sort of coming out for the better side of things? So we have the Earthshaker wraparound.
I would say the Vega strats seem to be working pretty damn well.
Oh.
It should be start to get pretty tough to give it. Actually, Vega's pretty low here. Fisher into double raise might work, or rather G, sorry. And oh, he spotted him. He came down too low on the steps, so G will be playing more cautiously, and he gets the bottle here. Snako steal up that jungle rune. Not like there's anyone here to contest it, though.
Yeah. And Kuro, yeah, he just doesn't want to go for it, so a little bit too scary. The big winner in all of this, though, for Liquid is definitely Mind Control. He'll get up to a very quick Blink Dagger, and you know that rotation in to try and do some damage to the Queen of Pain could definitely cause a lot of trouble.
Yeah, and that's the big thing to watch for this game is, well, speaking of rotation, Snake will come in. He's got 2 points sprint.
Oh, GH is here as well, though. They're going on to Miracle. A nice stun. They're going to be able to jump out of there, but I think that Snako is going to go down now. Healing bomb, jump, trying to find the kill. Not going to get it. Miracle hasted up, able to dodge away.
Just holding that for quite a while, too. Make sure it'll be fine.
And they realize there's a ward there as well, so it's more.
I think it's good reason that they gave all this priority up to Mind Control, though, because this game's going to be a lot different than Face's Void game. When he actually has a Blink Dagger, he can go for some lasso plays with Matumba Man. Just levels will be enough for him to get some work done, not so much like the Ember, where although levels do help out with our new Magic Ember, he still needs a little bit of farm to be mobile, and quite a few levels to do some serious work here, whereas now just maybe getting up to 6 for Matumba Man will be enough for a Blink Lasso. Just a quick smoke play and try and slow down either Ditchera or G. Especially someone so slippery like G. But, oh, well, G dead, bottom
over
lane,
here at top.
Kuro.
Wow. All right, well, multiple kills going on all around the map. What was the one in the mid? I ended up missing that one while watching bottom.
Idea. I was watching bottom. I don't know how he got killed.
Just, I guess, a little bit of a misplay there for G. He can build back into it.
Greedy.
He doesn't even have boots right now. This is a really tough one for him.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, he's almost half the net worth of Miracle at this point.
Jeez. Maybe here they can find some way to kill off the Well, he gets off the Ghost Shroud. Matumbo Man just heals up so much from that. That's so hard to bring down, but still the damage is on top of him, and they are going to be able to find that kill. Nicely played. Top lane, looking for more mind control, trying to find Mag. Isn't going to be able to keep up with him.
Jeez, your poor fingers with this camera work this game. This is action all over the place.
Yeah, 9 kills, 6 minutes. Wouldn't have it other way, though. Queen of Pain now level 6. So at this stage, do you bring somebody in mid to rotate to find a kill onto Miracle, or do you think that it's going to be time to try and have her leave the lane?
That would be ideal, but I figure with the Invis rune, they might be suspecting something like that. I mean, Crow's already mid. Also, still only level 3, so his levels are a bit low when you look at like the Shadow Demon level 5, and I guess Snakeo now just getting to 4 with the bounty rune, so not too crazy behind, but they're going to try something here. Again, I do think this is probably pretty telegraphed. The top man's like, well, they're not here, and it's unlikely they head top for Mag, so Crow's got the right idea.
Crow hanging out. They're going to sprint in, spot out the Dazzle. They might still go for this. No, yeah, everybody's there. They don't have enough time. Well, Liquid on top of it, realizing what could come their way, and they end up stopping the gank. And this is what's just so great about that hero.
Oh, mind control. He's kind of low. He'll need some more assistance. Maybe if G could push this wave and get there in time, but it's quite a ways away. Snake will just soak a lot of the experience, though. Just be good enough for him. Oh, get over there, dude.
They're waiting for everybody else to show up. They actually want to try and go on him here. They need to still be careful here in the mid lane. G is there with a Sonic Wave available, so could be a very quick snap. The unfortunate part is he might walk into the Sentry Ward that's already been placed down. Top lane, they aren't going to be able to find anything as of yet. We'll keep our eyes on both of those, as looks like they're going to be able to take the tower.
Anything out of this. Like, that Invis room was just sitting mid with it for so long, they knew that he'd have to try and make a play with it soon, so no real benefit there. And, well, at least Miracle only gets an illusion room.
Yeah.
Man, they missed out on so much going for that kill on mind control. Like, that was the triple stack, I think it was, that he didn't even get the leech on.
Yeah.
So full experience and gold heading the way of mind control. He's at 3k. He's the same as the Luna, who's just been passively farming down bottom. Whereas, I guess so is Mag, though. You know, him and the Bat Rider are relatively similar.
Well, it looks like Quap is just going to walk up into mid, gets caught with the fissure. One raise, whoo, almost 2 there. They also have the imprisonment now onto mind control, keep him away from the Shadow Demon, and Vega are kind of trying to split the map up right now. It doesn't feel like they want to try and fight until they get those initial items up, but it's going to be a while.
Yeah, whereas the Radiant pretty much just waiting on mind control.
Yeah.
His Blink Dagger. I like Matama Man. This is one thing that not too many carries can do. Just super aggressive. Doesn't really feel too much pressure coming from the side of Vega. He's just up here, pressing some buttons, hitting some creeps. He's got his sight in case someone tries to dive him.
Oh, GH also is going to run into a couple of these Vega heroes. You know, there's been a lot of talk about Radiant Dire advantage. One of the things is definitely the high ground, low ground down here. Always really scary moments if you're the Dire team trying to farm over there. But, well, kind of passive after the first couple of minutes of action, and I'm sort of wondering, like, if you're losing out on value on this Queen of Pain pick if you're not getting kills early on with the Sonic Wave. Like, obviously it does great into the later stages, but love to be able to accelerate a little bit more. Currently, she's below all the other cores in the game.
Yeah, I think that just comes from the way Liquid are playing, though. They're just fully playing around the idea of this Queen of Pain. They're not diving towers, so she can't punish that way. That tends to be, like, her and Puck are just so good at, you know, you're diving one of my heroes, I'm just going to hop right to the tower, I'm going to Sonic Wave you, I'm going to blink forward and chase the second guy who's on your team, and now we have a big advantage. But instead, G hits 6, and Crow just sits mid. He's like, I know you guys are just going to try and kill Miracle, so I'm just going to camp here with Grave the whole time. And he just kind of moves around to eliminate any of those opportunities. So just not offering the opportunity whatsoever.
A little bit unfortunate exchange down their bottom. Kuro walked into the trees and Sioma auto-attacked him, which signaled that they were setting up for a gank down bottom. So Kuro playing very far back now. The Snakeo dive in. Might be able to find him, but guesses the wrong direction. And they will be able to take this tower, but that signals to Liquid it's time to move up top.
Yeah, Matama Man's been up here for a while. So it's not even necessary that they would have seen a rotation coming here, but alright, they're just going to show anyway, so they just want this as fast as possible. Amazon Man will be well on its way to the mechanism now. Already 500 gold. So him and Mag, very similar, their builds.
Absolutely. Well, and now Darkseer. All right, mechanism up and online. They've got all these tools for fighting right now. They can definitely get aggressive. They don't have the Blink Dagger, but they have the Eclipse up and online for Luna. Feels like at some point in time, somebody just needs to say, all right, enough farming, enough trying to trade off with these towers. Let's make this happen.
This is a nice moment for them, too, because the Blink Dagger is not up quite yet on mind control. They're even going to have to use a Fortify. Of course, they'll get it back the next time they lose the tower, so it's not a big deal, but... Snako.
Matumba's here. They're all moving in right now. They have already used the ulti down onto Snako. Not quite going to be able to find that kill. The mechanism keeps him alive as well. They pop the Eclipse, hitting onto a lot of creeps. Mind control, not going to die as of yet from this. And, well, he might be in a lot of trouble. Echo Slam dropped down. G had the Sonic Wave, did not decide to use it, and hasted up Miracle. Wants Snako, should be able to run him down. Oh, good fissure as well to control him out there. Mag trying to run away desperately, but Miracle is pretty swift as well. A lot of duration left on this haster, and it can't just run down under tower after him. The slow is not going to end up mattering from the wall, but man, that was a scary little moment there.
Yeah, that is not how Vega saw that playing out. They were like, okay, they don't have any way to initiate on us, so we're just going to siege this tower, but then Snako's in too deep, so he's not there for any sort of like a counterplay over here. They can't just run back. There's a haste rune on Miracle. Couple different things adding up there. To an advantage of Liquid is G will find Kuro, but...
Oh, yeah, G wanted to go for this kill. Did blink in for it as well aggressively. Stick charge is not going to be enough. And they lose G after what was a very strong game number one. Looks like Liquid came back with a plan and are really punishing this Vega Squadron team.
That's 380 gold from Mind Control, who just picked up his blink too. He's moving himself into a Force Staff here. So he goes for the more standard build. And really try and find Ditcherod, drag him out of this safe haven here, and try and get him away from that Disruptor.
Oh.
Or rather, Shadow Demon, the one who disrupts.
Yeah, there you go. I got that mixed up earlier.
I mean, it's still with a Slayer, so it's all the same, right? Like,
oh, absolutely. What do you think about this build for Miracle? He went treads into Blink on the Shadow Fiend, and now back towards BKB.
This is like the classic aggressive snowballing kind of a build, where you just want to force and push and fight. Sometimes you kind of see a Yules as well, but Blink usually just means you're not afraid of anything. And you're just willing to hop on in there, start right-clicking people. You have enough backup, too. He has the Dazzle, he has the Shaker, so even with just the heals and Necrophos, he's feeling happy just jumping on in.
Oh! All right, that's pretty cool. Try it in your pumps,
Yules?
everybody. That's the play. They're going to go in now. Miracle is going to die for that one, but it was flashy nonetheless.
All right, that wasn't worth it. And without the Dazzle there, it doesn't work quite as well.
Oh, good fissure to stop the chase there. Snako, he's going to have to wait for this one to wear off as he's stuck in the middle. But
look at the difference in respawn timers. I mean, that was a 30-second addition, and still, Quals going to be back up before Shadow Feed.
Yeah.
That's just how far ahead Miracle is.
That's nuts. So I guess we found out what it is, the combo for Liquid. You get the Earthshaker to start off with the stun, and then you just jump on top of them. Kind of neat.
Yeah, it was well done. Again, it'll work a little bit better, I'm sure, when they have their full combination going here. But there's a lot of different reasons to make this blink very good.
Up top.
The best execution of it, I suppose. Yeah.
They're gonna
Mind
find
control.
you. Oh.
Ooh.
Well,
Wow. The Spidey senses, or
did
I
he?
don't know, maybe he saw him through the tree or something.
I think he finished off the creep wave, maybe. That and he just blinked
Oh
back
yeah,
and was
you're right,
afraid.
he did.
So
Mixed up there.
Mind control a little bit late on it, but was worried that he wasn't going to get the rest of his team in time. So can understand it. Also, no Reaper Scythe on Necros. They would have needed the full duration of right clicks and spell spam to find that kill.
Well, now slowed down, Mr. Miracle. That death take him further away from that BKB, but they do have the Force Staff here. So once again, they'll probably smoke up, get aggressive, try and make use of this lasso. And yeah, that's Darkseid buying one, but actually Mind Control is holding a smoke of his own. What about Mr. GH? This guy has been doing very well on the slider when we watch him play. Always getting that gold up and early, but the slider, I would say, tends to be a little bit more like divey, so he can really accelerate his farm with a bunch of crazy kills, lower cooldowns, just like crushing. Whereas Earthshaker, you got that one 15-second cooldown Fisher, and you know if you mess that up, things can be a little bit rough. So a little bit more difficult getting that early Blink Dagger. Not too bad though. He already has his Tranquil Boots and his Soul Ring, the kind of classic poverty or sometimes even just rougher off-lane shaker.
Yeah. That's really going to be the timing when I think they hit their next peak. This movement now back.
Ooh, that was... So they went over here, and then they smoked. And they did go past this ward, though. So they might suspect something's coming.
You can see that Vega are moving out as if they expect them to be over
yeah,
here.
I think they thought it was coming this way, because just the way they moved here and then smoked, you think they're wrapping, and they were going to like pressure with someone into the tower?
GH, they spot him. Mind control there as well. Wants to go for the initial blink. Tried to cancel it. Sioma a little bit off the mark there, and well, he's going to pay the price for it. So they find one kill. Definitely not who Liquid wanted with that one, but it was also Vega smoking, so both sides lose resources.
That was almost like the ward almost misled you there, because the way they went and how the creep wave was, you just kind of added up and you're like, oh, okay, maybe they're going to try and smoke in here, and we can smoke in here, and we're going to pop them, and they're going to be behind trees, so they won't see us. We have wards down, and we're going to own them in this fight. But they went for this kind of awkward wraparound, and then if although you'd love to get a core, picking out the Shadow Demon just guarantees that they're not going to get saved here too.
Oh, a very scary moment as well. All the TP's coming in right now to the shrine. They realize that Roche is going on. Mind control is there. A good fissure block off by GH, but it's still not going to happen quickly enough, I don't think. And the rest of the heroes are now starting to come in. Vacuum Wall onto 2. Now it's down. Echo Slam a little bit off the mark, but they're all getting fogged by the Eclipse. The high ground vision is not there for Vega.
Jesus trying to like waltz his way over here. His TP was on cooldown, so he's just like aimlessly wandering across the map.
Yeah.
Takes him so long. But nothing claimed here. Roche still relatively low. Dire catapult heads on in. We'll be able to scout this out with the helm.
Yeah. Well, G takes the Invis rune. Needs to be careful not to get caught out. They actually drop a sentry, though, and they're going to be able to spot him out. They don't have enough sustain, and actually going to get pushed back. Vacuum Wall onto 3. Is it going to be enough damage? Sonic Wave connects, but the mechanism is going to keep everybody very topped off, and now 2 caught by the fissure. Again, very strong coming out. Oh, good disruption is going to be able to keep his buddy alive, but Dithiara eventually brought down by the Requiem of Souls. And now, in the middle lane, Sioma the Slayer is going to be the one that ends up getting the axe. Meanwhile, Mind Control very deep with the rest of his team away from them. They were able to find the kill onto G. We'll see if they can make Mind Control pay for that one. A vacuum back onto 2 of them. Stick charges keeping them alive. Oh, a good fissure by GH again. And are they going to go back in on this? They have a blink. Flame Break available as well, but this is going to get Roche.
Wow, scrappy engagement. Pretty wild coming from both sides. Nice attempt on the save there from the Reaper's side. Another part about having Shadow Demon here, but ends up just being a setup for Miracle on that Requiem. From there, that fight was pretty well over. Nice chase down, 2 onto G. I'm not even sure how Miracle got that. Or rather, Mind Control got that. I guess judging by where G died, it looked like he probably hit him with one last Flame Break, and just the damage over time got him in the end there. So Aegis secured. Well done here for Liquid. His build paying off for Miracle, so he just keeps on snowballing. And BKB's not too far away.
Yeah, and this is sort of one of those games where, I mean, it's the increased, movement speed and gain around each of the camps, all that other stuff. And looks like he will be able to give these creeps away to GH. So just wants to make sure that that Blink Dagger will be online for his buddy. What a pal. Miracle.
Oh, yeah.
That's how you get real 9K, guys.
Yeah, you let your shaker get blinked. Pretty good item on that hero. does tend to help out. You know he's going to be watching your back the entire time as Miracle here, so. Pressure on this tower with the Dragon Lance.
So I'm concerned about the ability of for Vega of Liquid to just pick off anybody in a fight almost instantaneously. Like, are we going to start seeing some glimmer capes here from the rest of Vega Squadron, or how do you deal with it?
That's the classic, right? One thing people always go on about Necrophos, just buy a glimmer. Salt does nothing. These kind of things. Certainly a potential for it to happen. It also might need a blink, though, from the Shadow Demon, just to make sure you can always be in range, get the disruption off. Might be more important in a lot of these scenarios.
Okay.
For now, it's still not really feeling the effects of Queen of Pain. She's almost in the Orchid, and then she'll probably have a lot more relevance, but the BKB will be up by then on the Shadow Fiend, so we'll be looking mostly at Matumba Man. And he can just build into Greaves, though. Oh, actually, he went for Power Treads. My mistake, so those are just some blue treads there. So I guess he won't be able to have that save this game. Just at least one good thing for Vega. Have to wait a little bit longer before he can be Dispelling.
Yeah. Went for the damage upgrade as well, so why not actually have some amount of right click there. Snakeo gonna TP back to the way. He's in trouble. He has a DD rune though. Oh, vacuum back. He's gonna be caught out there. A ton of damage being dealt out. Snakeo needs to run away right now, but they are going to get the Aegis. And maybe a bit more off the back of this. They drop the wall. Nobody here to help him out. Nobody here to save him. No BKB. And they take him down. Ditya gets the kill, but everybody gets in on the money.
Yeah, maybe just a little bit greedy there. Allowing Miracle to finish off the tower while they just want to get back and start pressuring out the other lanes. But left all alone. Shrines, pretty handy for these scenarios. Allowing them to close the gap very quickly. And massive pick off there again for them. And he almost had the goal for the BKB, but by the time he's back up, he'll hit like one wave and it'll be there. We might see another smoke out as they do have all their abilities ready on the side of the Radiant. Just a dead mid hero. But Vega is the real question. What can they start to get done here? Can they finally get G a little bit of action going now that he has this Orc, and now he can work towards a BKB? And GH could be the first target here, possibly even Kuro. Some lonely supports. But Vega looking a bit worried.
Yeah, and they're going to group back up again. They had spotted him moving with that one ward, and unfortunately, they are all going to walk under the ward placed by Kuro. And Mind Control, do they want to test this? Fissure, a little bit off the mark. They pull back in G. Sioma is going to be here just outside of range right now. They can't get him. Oh, a great play by GH as well. Able to break them up, and they're not going to be able to get any of that damage off. They have dropped on the Eclipse, though. Mind Control going to take a lot of damage to this as well. Vacuum onto 2, and he should drop to this, but Miracle is showing up. He wants to play. Raise. Oh, they hit one of them, but quite enough to kill them both off. It probably will happen now, though. They're going to try and get Ditya out at the very least. We'll see if Miracle can run him down. Doesn't have another Blink Dagger here. Meanwhile, Vega Mag is going to drop. So a pretty terrible fight for Vega. They walked under that ward and came back to haunt him.
Yeah, sick play by GH too. Just making sure that disruption wasn't going to get off. And that ward doing all the work in that engagement. Man, Mind Control is so fast in that lasso too. Just no time to react. I mean, not that you really do with the Queen of Pain and the animation for the blink, but just Shadow Demon not getting that moment in time there. It really needs some sort of extension. I think he is going for that Blink Dagger. But very difficult for him to get in this scenario. He's got a Queen of Pain that's still trying to get some items. She's 5,000-ish gold. Well, okay, well, I'll be nicer. 4,400 gold behind the Shadow Fiend.
Yeah.
Opponent in the mid lane, and just everyone wanting gold on the side of Vega right now.
God, they need to be careful right now. Miracle is here, and run away, G. You don't want to be here any longer. Maybe they could kill off Matumba Man. It would be a really big play, and I guess the rest of them are far enough away. They go for the Orchid, jump forward, Sonic Wave, and pops the mechanism. Can they find the kill? They do end up bringing him down, but Miracle right on top of him. Nice blink away by G, and the TP out. They lift up, so they do not get the kill onto G, but they will take Snakeo. Well worth that trade, though.
Yep. That's not bad for Vega at all. Big rotation. They knock down the lasso there, too. And it's still a 600 and some gold swing for the side of Vega, so they'll be A-okay with that. Even Slider comes out on top at like 200 gold, so he's fine. Yeah. And Quap with 530. So G, again, being helped in towards his BKB. A little bit of space top lane too, and oh gee.
Yep. It was all looking so good for a second. That's a tough one. Ain't no doubt about it.
Ward discovered. It's being pinged out here by well, Mag and everyone else on the squad, the Vega.
And unfortunately, those just aren't kills that they can afford to give up at this point. Like they're getting farm on the rest of these heroes, and it's not such an insurmountable gold lead at this point. Like they can still fight, but that window closes so much more quickly with each and every one of those pickoffs.
Top tower is under attack.
Yeah, now our focus will probably start to shift towards the Roche Pit, and Liquid going for another typical pickup on the Bat Rider. Just stock and standard build for Mind Control. It's not broken, don't fix it. Heads in towards that gem, so start closing out this vision, which has been heavily invested into by Vega too. Some great wards along the tier line. Some will probably be dissipated by the time he gets to them, but still gonna at least feel secure knowing that they've been eliminated and get a little bit of gold too. This helps pay back for your gems. Some rebates.
Yeah, you compare that vision right now to what Liquid have, and it's really not at all close. Are they going to get this D ward? They don't have sentries with them. They have the blink on Shadow Demon though, so that is another really key pickup. You were talking about that earlier. Is it just whoever gets caught by the Earthshaker at the start, or do you save that for the person getting Necro ultied?
It's definitely fight dependent, but either one of those is a good way for it to start. You probably want to wait until at least like the second spell's been committed, so if someone just gets fissured, you don't want to just like blink in, right? Or it's going to set up for Shadow Fiend, but if you can cancel out either the blink and the enchant totem then happening, or anything along those lines. So we shall see. It's not a fix-all, right? It's not just going to make this immediately like, aha, we have won the engagement. There's still plenty of things they need to worry about between a 10-second BKB and yet to be used at all by Miracle, despite like running into a couple different people here.
Yeah, that's true. And being like, this is such a huge power spike for him because you've invested really heavily into this Orchid for G. Spent the first 20 minutes farming it up, and they managed to get a kill, which was great on the Necro. But I guess the main target would probably be GH, I guess, or maybe Kuro.
Yeah, he'd be okay. Mind Control wouldn't be the worst thing either, I guess, but he has his Yule, so could just cancel it out. But Kuro would be a pretty nice dream. He's just in such a good spot.
Yeah.
The best target you're likely to find will just be Matumba Man. Like in the middle of the engagements, you can just stop some of his heals coming out. Maybe you can stop him actually getting the scythe off, and he's the only one that will be in a spot when not able to cancel it off.
You can see the movement down here. All of Liquid showing up for this, but Matumba Man left alone for a moment near the creeps. Do they dare? I mean, they have Shivas now, so
he's so tanky.
They don't want to go for it. Maybe just push out the creep wave here. Or
Matumba?
Crush?
Hello?
All right, get the hell out of there. Time to run away.
Back, dude.
You know what?
Everyone's all about these plays lately. There's so many things along the tree line and everything, but you can see just by the way they're pushing at the top lane too, and how little attention they've been able to pay down bottom, it kind of makes sense that someone will be doing this, either hiding in there or down in here. So, good scout out, and he forces them away. Might allow this lane to push out a bit. Roche in a minute 20. Oh, Miracle gets another haste rune, but no
they got eyes on him.
Mind
Mind control, jumping immediately onto Ditchiara. Imprisonment, where is it? They need the blink. Blink is getting canceled. Oh, Seoma's gone. Oh, that really hurts. Oh, man.
Walked into the Firefly.
All right. Well, that is not what they needed. 1,300 gold swing off the back of that, and they can push out these other lanes to the best of their abilities, but just feeling more and more like this game is almost in the bag for Liquid. 2 damage per soul as well for Shadow Fiend now.
7,500 gold lead. We still have the Darkseer effect, quite a few games turned around by this lad. So maybe some sort of a vacuum could happen if they go for a Luna buyback, but into a Scream of Pain and some Sonic Waves, we might be able to get something done here as the Butterfly now arrives for Miracle.
Yeah, this guy is stacked up. Large and in charge, and they are going to probably need that buyback. Seoma jumps into hell, and Vacuum Wall onto 3 in the midst of the fissure. Sonic Wave also going to connect. GH is gone. They're buying back on Luna, trying to jump into the midst of all of this, and they end up catching her immediately. Oh, the Eclipse is going to do a good amount to Mind Control, almost able to bring him down. The right clicks are going to be there, and they find 3 from Liquid going down. Mag is going to drop. Miracle so low. 1 HP. They do get the kill. Holy crap!
That was the Necrophos illusion aura.
What? Oh my god! Oh, I saw it tick 1 HP and just come down at the end. So, Necro Heartstopper
I don't
aura.
know if I've seen that one. That was pretty good.
Wow.
All right.
Big plays. I would love a fight recap. I'm not sure if we're gonna get it this time around, but oh man. A huge gold swing, no doubt about it. Matumba Man's going to jump into all of them. The buyback by Batrider. Roche very low now. GH is here as well, but looks like they're going to try and bail.
Yo, how about that Darkseer, though? I mean, what a hero, honestly.
Oh, yeah. Seneko? What? Seneko? He TP'd in again. Ditchao Ra going to be controlled. Matumba Man is there. They've got it. Oh, he's going to end up dropping. They find the kill. G also trying to make something happen, but they just need to bail. They were not prepared for the amount of backup that they had on the side of Liquid. They're going to try and take down G. They get the double. Now finding Sioma as well. He's going to have to blink out of there. A complete and total disaster. They did manage to take down the kill onto Matumba Man with that ulti, so Sioma gets something back. But it's a triple for mind control, and probably Roche soon to be on the menu. Darkseer is trying to show back up again. I guess go around from behind?
I don't know. I think he was just going to jungle or something, but it's not like he can do it. Everyone's dead.
All right. Well, they've got the buyback on Shadow Demon, who gets the imprisonment out, but Miracle is here, and well, that might just be curtains. Another vacuum wall. Can they do enough damage? Oh, a good crush follow-up. Okay, Miracle actually doing a good amount of damage to himself. Is he gonna... Oh, good lift up by the Yule Scepter. Gonna keep away from Miracle for the moment. Mind control goes down. Somehow with these three heroes, they've been able to hold back Shadow Demon as well as the Darkseer doing a lot of work.
This is getting a little bit wild here.
Yeah, Roche is still
turnaround after turnaround.
I missed that one. And Liquid still end up on top for the moment. 10,000 net worth. But there's a chance they could find and kill GH here. This would be pretty huge. Snako looking.
Oh, that's Roche.
Yeah. So Mopax, where are we at right now? How are both of these two teams feeling about the game, and what do you feel like the objectives are over this next couple of minutes?
It's still very uphill, I think, for Vega. Despite the way these have been going, they've certainly done a very nice job, considering the deficits, and maybe G's BKB can turn some of this around. We've already seen, I guess it really just comes down to Mag. It looks really good, but Mag has hit 2 big 4- or 5-man vacuums so far. So just always getting those illusions going, doing plenty of right-click damage. So it all just comes down to that continuously happening. But the only way that happens, at least we assume, will be when they're just forcing into these big 5-man engagements like down the mid lane. So if Liquid just want to keep splitting and avoiding those kind of fights, waiting for them to get a little bit greedier on Vega and finding some pickoffs, because they have Batrider, they have this Necrophos with a Blink Dagger, so you can just like jump out of the trees and blink and throw that scythe on top of you. Then you're still just going to lose as Vega if someone gets caught out. Yeah. Like, there is certainly the chance that if you give them enough space, Vega could just farm their way back into this game and be terrifying. BKBs are very good against the side of Liquid, but it's just too much pick-off, it looks like.
Oh, they got Ditchao Ra. Sioma, they get some. That's a pretty nice little play there, but meanwhile in the middle of it, oh, Mag got stunned up. He couldn't get it off. No vacuum wall in this fight, and that was the big turnaround. Sonic Wave trying to take down Miracle. He is very low right now, and Aegis about to wear off. G able to escape. They are maybe going to be able to find that kill, and vacuum wall comes out for Mag. He shows back up to play. G takes down the kill. Mag is running away. Ditchao Ra still very large, and it looks like they're going to be able to bring him down. GH jumps in on top of G. G going to try and blink out, able to make the escape, at least for the moment. Oh, they're on top of him. Nope, they can't do it. But they did take down Miracle in this one, although Mag is not quite going to drop. Gets the shrine.
That would have been a painful dieback. We get a fight recap.
There it is.
Hey, we do. Woohoo. Okay, so yeah, still a big win for Liquid. I mean, 4 dead plus the buyback for Darkseer. And man, if Mag had to get off that vacuum, though, that could have been very bad for Liquid. He actually almost found the fight that they really needed.
Yeah, I don't think he got Guardian Greaves off even. I'm not sure. He might have, but it's...
Yeah, he was dead pretty fast. And Sioma actually the one who made that fight even possible. He disjointed the right click coming in from Miracle. Miracle wisely blinking aggressively. The second they saw the Luna, he was looking for that Shadow Demon, and he almost got the right click off to cancel the blink, but just a little bit faster there from the Shadow Demon. So they'll clean up the range racks. Not a massive loss for Vega. The biggest thing they lost was just another opportunity to try and corral this back in through some sort of a jungle fight. The objective itself not so important.
Yeah. Well, and I guess the other thing about this is that you look at the net worth, sure, Miracle up on top, but he's proven that he can be taken down. You know, there's mobility that he has in the Blink Dagger as well as the Hurricane Pike, which isn't necessarily built towards like a ton of the damage. He's got that through other means. But across the rest of the board, everybody else is catching up right now for Vega. You got Luna who's just a little bit behind the Necro. Slardar has a Hand of Midas and has been able to build back into a Glimmer Cape, so more save potential. There's pieces of this where you need to be a little bit worried if you're Liquid at this point.
Yeah, they do need to keep finding these pickoffs, and perhaps Vega will be able to get some vision up around the map, some wards going, make sure that won't happen. But with the gem of mind control, it all gets rather difficult.
Yeah.
So far, 5-man Dota though, sticking together, and they'll just eliminate a shrine here.
Yeah.
Liquid hadn't quite gotten done yet.
And that is probably the most important shrine in the game, honestly, just being able to get in there and help out against the Roche fight. So will become a lot more difficult for Vega as the game goes on. We're also starting to get closer to those level 25 talents. Actually, Liquid, they have their eyes up top here, and Backdoor Protection's about to be disabled on all of this.
Yeah, and mind control, he's fishing mid, but not gonna find anyone. You see, mind control, this is the same solution we saw in the other game when there was that save potential. I think it was a Shadow Demon too, but the whole idea of just not going for like BKBs or anything because it's the target that you're worried about. It's not something happening to you. So he'll go for that lasso bonus with the Agnum Scepter, so he can grab a secondary target.
Oh.
And disrupt their plans. Yeah, bottom lane, a lot of
Look
pressure.
at this decision. They're leaving their tier 4s there.
Miracle has no TP.
What? Oh my God, Miracle.
It's okay. It's okay. It's
all right. All right.
It's fine. They don't have any wards anyway, so it's like they don't really know where he is.
You scared me there for a second, Trent.
Hey, I'm just saying. The thing is, they don't know. So here comes the courier. It's coming. The saving little Cthulhu. It's gonna fly across and give Miracle his bailout.
Yeah. Would have been a nice moment for them there. It does look like Vega could think about going back. Nah, they're not going to. Luna's already back. Ditya here. And maybe a battle without either of them as they lift up Snako. There's the Glimmer Cape to try and make his escape. They managed to find him, though. Gem is up and online, and now, well, they're going to end up having a nice little pick-off there against Snako.
Yeah, there was definitely a bailout call there from Ditya. He saw the courier come across, and he pinged in. He was like, hey, that's a TP for Miracle flying into our jungle, guys. It might be time to bail out, as they were very close to that shrine. So he shows up, and fortunate they only got one.
Absolutely. Well, currently 38 minutes into this game. It's a 15,000 net worth lead, and as well as experience. But with the high ground defense that Vega's shown so far, Liquid can't be too cavalier about it, as they look to be set up again. Although creep waves are just going to keep on getting spammed out here, and maybe it's just, Liquid looking for a way in. They have wards everywhere.
Yeah, it's such a dark game for Vega too. If you switch over to their perspective, they can't see anything. That's why these heroes are back here.
Yeah.
They have no clue where they are right now. G's kind of playing blind. They've been off the map for a while. Now they'll just show them Tumba Man, but they don't know this entire consolidation of Radiant is right here. They have a scan, so they could attempt some sort of smoke play, but they're just being scanned out the whole time. Still haven't sentryed their base. A little surprising. Oh, they're just gonna. Maybe just. It's a tough game, so they're not thinking clearly.
Yeah.
So often that we see these happen, but they were completely spotted out.
Maybe this alerts them to the idea that they are people there, as if they miss any type of initiation. Kuro is going to be here to place down a ward and spot out any movement. They're scanning the area where they expect they might be. The Dire right now. No such luck. Instead, Liquid are just going to take to their own movement. So, do they have a smoke as well? Kuro? GH? Anybody? Doesn't look like it. They don't have one on the courier either. They do have a Hyperstone on the courier, which is a little bit terrifying.
Well, it's the AC now, and Vision. Well, finally they get one ward in on the map. They see just Dazzle, now Bat Rider, so some idea as to what Liquid are up to, but just this gem really paying off for the side of Liquid here. No, well, at least Mind Control moves past it now, so maybe this ward will get to survive a little bit longer.
There it is, though. They spot the ward inside their own base and are probably kicking themselves at least a little bit now.
Yeah, that's a good call, though. After that smoke play happened, they're like, okay, yeah, they definitely saw us. And this ward, again, still lives. Oh, mind control. Oh, you can see it. Sneaky ward. This thing is just doing work right now. It spotted Necro, spotted those guys in there, and now it's going to see Shaker, although he's just cleaning up waves anyway, so it doesn't really matter. They already have a generally good idea that they're all bottom.
Yeah, but that does sort of give the vision and the idea for G now that he can move out across the map as well as Seneko. And, I mean, Seneko's getting closer to that BKB, so whatever you can take at this point.
Yep. Well, Liquid just keep the choke going. They have a DD on Miracle. They might want to test the waters here, but they're also still waiting for Roche at the same time. But there's a creep mid, so there's no backdoor, and that's a glyph force. They could even just be happy with this, but until someone shows, he's got that big BKB.
Oh, God. The DD rune made quick work of that tower as well. And now, vacuum wall, onto 2, crush follow-up, not bad. The Echo Slam to counter-initiate, though, onto 3. It's pretty decent. Seneko dropping low, not dead as of yet, but the Sonic Wave comes through. Miracle maybe in some trouble now as well. Doesn't look like they're going to be able to run them down, though. You have the buyback from Slardar. He wants to get back in and party. The blink away by Matumba, man. Now Flame Break. Seneko looking for the opening. Kuro is up on the high ground. He's just going to TP out of there. Oh, man. Really good stuff there from the side of Liquid, but is Miracle going to be able to get out? He has the blink. Oh, Force. Still looking for that opening. He doesn't have another blink right now. Trying to get back and away. Oh, they completely outplayed Seneko there, but are they going to end up losing their own life for it? I don't think so. Mag now also in trouble. Holy crap, they played him like a fiddle. Vega overextend, wanting to go for the kill, and Jesus, that was really rough to watch.
Yeah, I can understand, though. They knew they wouldn't be able to contest Roche. It would be too far away. The next time they come, they're going to have Aegis, and that was their best shot at a good engagement. So I like that play coming up from the side of Vega. But Liquid, very good game from them. They got control. Maybe a couple up and downs in that graph, but for the most part, steady climb the whole way through. And they handed over 7.00 whatever, 7.01, 7.02. And they beat it. They did it.
Yeah.
The Queen of Pain was probably the biggest issue, I would say, in terms of like what we were seeing from up above here. Just not able to get much done. Liquid not giving the opportunity on the dives, just playing very passively and kind of just patiently with the Dazzle, chilling near that SF all the time. And Matumba was just like a lone wanderer. He was just like this nomad green guy, just walking around the map. No one was really near him the whole time, just pressing Q. It's like he was like too much effort to try and kill after that little bit of a laning stage, and he got a decent amount of farm to himself there too.
Well, a great series. Ends up splitting 1-1 apiece, so I still think that that's a win for Vega Squadron. The fact that they ended up being able to take a game off Liquid certainly is a way to, I guess, the second game in their start to this EU qualifiers. Moppax, given what we saw there from Liquid, are you at all worried about them going into the next series against Ad Finum, or did Game 2 kind of quell the concerns that we had for you?
I'm not worried. I'm excited.
All right.
No, I think last game was it was definitely a draft issue, it looked like, or at least if you don't want to call it draft, call it lane, and just the way it went in the first like 2 or 3 minutes. It's a very hard one to recover. It's Alchemist. What can you do? We watch the best teams in the world lose to Alchemist all the time. So excited to move forward with next series and see Liquid Ad Finum. I think two teams that a lot of people kind of building up that hype on Ad Finum, right? Everyone's still in love with them from Boston, and Liquid's just been in the shadow for so long that people are still looking to see where this team's going to go. And unique drafts like this are pretty exciting as a Liquid fan, too. You know, they're kind of testing the meta.
Yeah, totally. No, and I think that that's one of the things that you can see by virtue of this draft. You said it gave the best heroes in 7.01 away, and they still ended up coming out victorious. They won with Earthshaker. Who does that? I don't even know. But anyways, stick around, everybody. Like we said, we've got more great action soon to come. It's going to be Team Liquid facing off against Ad Finum, and I think it's going to be a doozy. I'm really excited to see how it goes down. Myself, Lyrical, as well as Trempax. You can follow us on Twitter if you feel so inclined, at Lyrical Dota, at Trempax. But of course, keep on following more from the Star Ladder iLeague Season 3. We've got a hell of a lot of games going on. NA qualifiers are taking place a little bit later on. I believe that we've got the lovely Coddle Guy and Mott Dota that are going to be doing some casting for that one later as well. So stay tuned for that, and we'll see you guys in a bit.